Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed, and oh my gosh, take a look at all these amazing cards. Stay tuned, I'll explain how to make all these cards from my card swap, and I show you each one of them individually, plus the very first card is one that we make together that's super fast and easy. If you're interested in joining, the link is down below, but without further ado, let's get started. So let's jump in with the first card, but before I forget, don't forget to check out Scrapbook.com's freebie of the day, which is a drop and die step with the Paisley Age. I made a card a couple of days ago, 2 cards with these actually, so if you put an order to Scrapbook.com, this is the freebie they throw in for you. So what is a quick and easy card you can make? Get a plain craft or white cardstock base, a pretty pattern paper, and then put a white sheet on top. And then get a large stamp and make sure your stamp fits into the section that you're going to be stamping. Super simple, right? I picked one from Adorn that says Ring in the Holidays. I'm going to stamp this up and stamp it right in there super fast. What I'm going to do next, I'm just going to take a little bit of a black pen and I'm going to use the brush end and I'm just going to brush in and fill in the word that says Ring in the Holidays just to make it a little more pronounced. All right, now that I've quickly colored it all in, the last thing I do is I'm going to take another little black pen and just do a fake stitching going all the way around. Just add a little bit of something interest. You can do it large stitch, small stitch. It is up to you. Super fast and easy card. It's just a little bit of coloring, and the stamp is doing all the work for you because it is what is easy to color in. If you pick a stamp that's got lots of stuff to do, it's going to make it harder. And I didn't bother doing any kind of shading or anything like that. I just did straight coloring in my card, and look at that. Done. First card done. Let's get to the rest. Next series of cards come from Valerie Hedrick, and they are so cool. She did a whole bunch of different kinds of cards, a little bit of everything. This first one is on a blue cardstock base, opens vertically, and on the inside she's added a rectangular piece of paper that's got a little bit of stitching so you can write on it. Same rectangular die cut piece of paper on the front, also with the stitching. Then we have an ornament that is in teal that she has stamped, and the stamp on there, it's been heat embossed in silver ink, and it says Season's Greetings going all the way around, Happy Christmas, Winter Wishes. So it's a circular die. It's a series of 3 circular dies that she has done with heat embossing. And then we have a beautiful little shiny silver snowflake with a little, it's like a resin snowflake in the center of that with a gem. Pretty little ribbon on top. Here she's also at silver and heat embossed the Happy Holidays at the bottom. Another beautiful card from Valerie. I absolutely love this. Here we have a white cardstock base that you open up vertically again. And then she's added this beautiful silver paper, and I think she's embossed it, and it's got all these beautiful embossings on there. It's so gorgeous. It's like a thick foil paper. On top of that, she's added a circle that's been popped up. It's got a little bit of some design around the edge from being cut out. And then she's got a series of snowflakes, but they're like fun, kind of like doodly snowflakes. They're so cool. They've been heat embossed in silver. We also have the Winter Wonderland that's also been heat embossed in black this time. And then she's done probably some distress oxides or distress inks in a very light blue color going all the way around. And then she has her little people that have also been heat embossed in black. The heart has been done in red heat embossing, and then she colored it in inside, and then she's made them all blue and red, and I love it. So cute. Oh, I love this card. This is so stinking cute. This is also from Valerie. On the inside she stamped Happy Holidays, and then it's all in white, and then we have a layer. So this has all been popped up. This whole front section's been popped up. We have this mint and circular background that looks like snow falling, and then over that she's got some little cascading like snowfall. It's just white paper with kind of the snowdrift look. It's all been cut out to be a rectangle with that stitching edge. She has stamped, die cut, and colored the little elf, and she's added a little bit of something on here that makes it look like snow. So it's some sort of little element on there. I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe you can let me know, Valerie. And it's a little snowman that's shoveling snow, and it says, "Elf this, Santa should move south." I love it. All right, here we have a pair of cards. This time it's on kind of a cream colored background, opening up what I would call a traditional card. And then on front of that, we have a navy tag. And then on top of that, she has added another layer. This one, she's got a layer of tags. And this one, she's just cut it down to be a square or rectangle, actually. A little bit of a bow up at the top in traditional Christmas colors. And then she is stamped on here, and it's all just been normally stamped. Here we have an image of a little house with the chimneys and the smoke coming out of the smokestacks and Santa coming down. Here she's done it in blue, and here she's done it in red. We've added a few snowflakes, sometimes in blue, sometimes in green. Here we've stamped Fine Holiday Fun, one in green, one in red. And on the background of this one, she's added a whole bunch of little blue stamped stars on there to make it look like a starry night. So cute. Oh, I love these little adorable stamps. They're just so cute. So here we have a white cardstock base. opens up vertically. On top of that, she has added a pattern paper. It's very, very lightly patterned. It's got little tiny silver stars going all the way around it, and she's die cut it out to have this beautiful scallop or rectangular scallop going all the way around. On top of that, we have this beautiful kind of like a, I don't know, it's like a dark mint colored cardstock. And then we have an oval. It's a series, 2 ovals, concentric ovals that have the stitching going around the out. One she has done embossed. It looks like a wood grain. And then she's added green ink around the edge, probably distressed ink, and rubbed, just smoothed it in. We have the same pattern paper, which is the stars that she's got on the top here. And it says, "It's cold outside. Alpaca my scarf." A little fun little pun. Of course, we have a little alpaca that she has stamped color and die cut out. Little green scarf, I love it. And then we have a snowflake that she's cut the edge off and then added another one on top, and it's that same kind of resin snowflake. That's so cool. And the bottom one is in a silver glitter paper. Love this. All right, super cute little one here. We have a brown cardstock base. On the inside, she has added a white sheet of paper, and it looks like she took brown ink and then made it look like it was tea stained. So she's just kind of distressed it with a little bit of brown ink on there. On the front of that card, she's added a white sheet of cardstock that she has embossed with this wood grain. So pretty. And then she's taken a brown ink and distressed it to give it that wonderful brown vibe to make it look like it is wood, like it is like a dark wood. It's so pretty. She has stamped on here "'Tis the Season" right here in brown ink, and she's cut out an oval out of this brown paper, and she's popped it all up so it's got a little peekaboo window. And then she has this little vintage Santa Claus chipboard piece, which is so pretty. I love it. Pair of cards are a little different from very, very similar, also from Valerie. We have a white cardstock base that opens up horizontally, just like this. They both have the same, this one opens up vertically and it has a happy holiday stamp on the inside. On the background of this, we have a blue paper with a whole bunch of little dots to make it look like it is snowing. And she's added the wavy layers of white paper and popped them up at different levels to make it look like snowdrifts, and that there's layers of snowdrifts and they're on hills and stuff. This one's got stitching around the edges, and this one just has it around portion of the edge, but the entire card has it going all the way around everywhere. So I think that's so cute. All right, so then what she has is she has a little Santa, and the Santa is holding some fish. Here the Santa has got a little pink coat, and here the Santa has a little red coat, and they've been stamped, colored, and die cut out. And then she has her series of little penguins. So these penguins are all in a little batch, and then one of them is pop dotted up, and they're all begging for the little fish, of which here the fish are kind of a purpley color, and here they're all blue. Here the penguins are on different levels, like they're running towards Santa, which I think is so cute, and they've also been stamped, colored, and die cut out. And then she has up on this card, the "Ho, ho, ho, 'tis the season to be jolly." And on down here, she put it on down here, because she had a nice open space. She put "'Tis the season to be jolly." So this is actually 2 separate stamps with the "Ho, ho, ho" not included on this side, but it still looks so super cute. I love them. Another cutie patootie one from Valerie. Here we have a white cardstock base, and then she's added a layer of blue on the outside of that. Same stitching, die cut going all the way around. And then what she's done is she's taken a white pen and added all the dots onto the navy background paper to make it look like it is snowing. And then she has a whole bunch of little snowflakes that she has stamped and die cut out and colored them in and have them kind of playing. We have a few trees that have been done in green paper with a black ink. And again, she's added little white dots for the snowfall. And then we have this cute little elf that's going on a little toboggan ride. That's what I call it. It's toboggan, a little sled ride, whatever you want to do it. And she's got that same little snow action happening on there. I'm not quite sure how she did that. I'm dying to find out. Again, stamped, colored, and die cut out. Again, that same little snowdrift. I think those are so fun with that stitching edge going all the way around. And here it says, "Dashing by with a holiday high." Here we have a cute little interactive card. I love it. Look at that. Whee! It's so much fun when you get those interactive ones. We have a navy cardstock that opens up, and she's got a little white insert that says "Happy Christmas." Love that. And then we have, it looks like a postage stamp on the front of this. She's done it twice, and that's how you can get the shaker card. So we have a layer of this white, and see how it's got this reverse scallop going all the way around. And then she's added a whole bunch of score tape on the inside that gives it that thickness. On the top, she has embossed it, and you can see that white embossing. On the inside, she has stamped in blue the little snowman, and then she's got the score tape going all the way around here, so that's why the little pieces don't come flying out. and she's got a little bit of like some plastic, clear plastic on there. And inside she's got little balls, she's got little snowflakes, so cute. And then here she has a little stamp that says snowmen are a bunch of flakes. And then she's put that on a little rectangle. She's kind of colored that in with a little bit of blue, or it's already on blue paper, I can't tell. And it's got that same stitching going all the way around. So cute. Another fun interactive card. This one's so cute. So just wait, we're going to go through all of them. Here we have a card that opens a vertically white cardstock base. And then we have this blue sheet that she has done through a die system. And it's got all these little pieces, these little flaps that pop up with all the scoring and all the little stitching. Heat embossed a white Merry Christmas right there. And then each little flap you open up, there's something. So this first flap, we have a little set of presents that she has stamped, die cut, and colored in. In the background, she's got these little snowflakes that she has stamped. So you can see these little white snow or blue snowflakes all the way back there. In the next little door, we have a set of Christmas trees, and you can still see the snowflakes behind. The next little door, we have a gingerbread man. Next little door, we have a little penguin with a Santa hat. And then we have a sleigh with snowballs. And our last one up here, we have a little deer that is so cute. So it's a great way of using some of your little small stamps, is making an interactive card where you can flip up the little levels. And my daughter went nuts with this one. She loved it. Oh, this one's a great card. I love that because it does a great job of using a very different kind of stamp. A white cardstock base that opens up, as you can see. And then she's done the stitching going all around. She loves that stitching. I think it adds a lot to a card when you've got, it's the same die that she has, or it could be like a die cut that's got the stitching kind of that's in the embossing. So it just adds something to the card. Here we have it in a plaid that's got blue and gray, and here we have just a white and gray plaid. Cut the middle out of it, and then she has stamped, and this has been heat embossed in black, the frosty greetings and the series of little snowmen. But these two pieces have been popped up, so that way this piece right here is resting in. It's just kind of a fun different element to the card. I love that. All right, duo of cute cards. Here we have a mint cardstock base. Super cute. And then we have that same rectangular die that's got the stitching that she's popped the entire thing up. Then she has stamped these circles. This is a circle that's in pink, light blue, and then this one's got a little extra, so very similar. We have a Santa here that has been stamped, colored, and die cut, and it's got a little red coat, and he's got his list. And then she is on top of that stamped, "Be Naughty, Save Santa the Trip." I think that's so cute. Now, one thing she has done on this one, she's added little extra snowflakes, and on both of these cards, she's got a little something that she's added, and I'm not exactly sure, but I think what she might have done, she took a clear stamp pad, kind of tapped it on the edge there, added some embossing powder that's also clear, and then heat embossed it. And what it did is it gave it a little bit of texture. So there's a little tiny bit of texture that reminds me of when it's been heat embossed. So that's what I think she's done. It just gives a little bit of fun texture. So it's a fun way of kind of adding a little something to your card, but unless you feel it, you really don't know it's there. It's kind of like a hidden gem. Oh, I love these. They look like a vintagey kind of vibe because it looks at the images. We have a blue card base. Here we have a navy blue. Open it up, and she's got a cream insert. Same colors on both. Very similar. Then we have a red background matte, and on top of that, we have that same cream. And then what she's done is she's taken a background stamp, which is in this light blue on both of them. It's got all those little snowflakes. She stamped that. And on top of that, she has stamped the holiday greetings. The holidays in green, the greetings is in red, and then the snow skier in blue. It's all regular stamping with this little pretty snowflake right here. On this one, she has a family tobogganing in red, and then Let It Snow in a darker blue. She's taken glue, added little dots all over the place, and then added a little bit of some like cut glass kind of, but it's not glass. It basically just looks like a whole bunch of glitter, and there's a name for it, and I cannot remember it right now, but it really makes it look like there's glistening of snow happening. It's not stickles. She had to actually add the glue, pour it on, and then shake it off, and then let it dry, and it's so pretty, but it makes it look like it's little twinkly snowflakes. It's so gorgeous. All right, her last batch of cards. I mean, look at all the amazing cards she's done. I looped these all together, even though they're a little bit different, because they all have the exact same stamp on them. So here we have a cardstock base. They're all in white. Here she's stamped Happy Holidays. This one is also got Happy Holidays. I'm guessing this one, oh, does not. Look at that, a little different. All right, these two, what she's done that are similar is she's got a background paper that is a plaid, and then she has die cut out. It looks like a postage stamp, but it's not. It's just like a reverse scallop that's got the etching. She's cut that out, put score tape behind it, and popped it up. So it looks like it's raised, but it's just been raised from the background paper. So it's been raised up. She did that for both of these. For this, she didn't do that. She just did a smaller rectangular piece and popped that entire thing up with score tape. And then she has taken her little mug of hot chocolate. This is Joy. She's changed up the colors. They've been stamped, obviously colored, and then die cut out. This one's in green, blue, light blue. We got the marshmallows. We got the little elf in there. The elf has changed. The candy cane color has changed. A little sprig of mint has changed. And on this little set of marshmallows that are in there, she's added that same, it's like cut glass. The best thing to say is it looks kind of like snowflakes, but it's on here. And she's also added a few of it kind of around the card as well. It's so cute. So it's just this fun little extra element, but it looks just like little shimmery pieces of glass, but you're not going to cut yourself. I think it's really, really pretty stuff, and it looks so gorgeous. Then for this card, we have a little happy, sweet holiday wishes. This is a stamp warm winter wishes, and this is a stamp be merry and bright. So adorable. This next batch is from Shemeka Spencer. She did all of them. They're very similar, but a little bit different. So this is just 2 variations, but I'll give you the gist. She does have a YouTube channel, so check out down below because I will have the link for her YouTube channel, which is pretty awesome. I love it, so that maybe you can get to see how she makes some of her things. Okay, so we have a white cardstock base, which is our base for our card, and then she has matted a light green. This is the same for all the cards. We have a light green, and then on top of that, we have a pattern paper, which is this light dots. All the cards also have this tag that you see here. And below the tag, she's got a series of 3 ribbons. There is a white with red stripes, a red with white dots, and then a green with white dots. And they're layered on there, all exactly the same. So that is identical for every single one of her cards. Then what she has done is she's added little embellishments. She's added some gems here. She's got 3 gems. She added a separate tag on top of that with a little, looks like a little Santa chick, another sequin with a snowflake, Sometimes she's added some more ribbon to the bottom. She's added a sticker. Here we have a giant Santa on like a chipboard Santa. She's added a felt snowflake, a little snowflake. So she's embellished them a little bit differently, but the base for the card. So the base of the card for the layers and all the way up to the tag, and then how she decorated up the tag might change up a tiny bit, and they are wonderful. All right, this next card is from Monica Ramsey Dutch, and she's put her name and her stamp on the back side. I absolutely love that. We have a white card. As you can see there, just nice white opening. And on the card itself, we have this red paper, which she has added as the mat. It's got a little bit of some, I don't know, it's got some texture to it. It almost feels like it's linen paper or something. It's very, very pretty. On top of that, we have a part of a circle. It's a half circle that she's cut in half. So what she has done is she's taken a marker and done the black and then added little eyes in the dot for the eyes. She's hand drawn in the nose and then added the little lines in for the nose to make it the carrot. And then she's taken a glossy accent, a clear accent, or it could be like a clear Nouveau drop or something like that, and gone over it because they're raised and they're shiny and glossy. So they have a little bit of a raised feel to them. That's such a smart idea. So she's had to let those dry. Then over top of that, we have the pattern paper here, which you can see is going to be turned into a scarf with the 2 little fishtails. In the corner, we have a punched out snowflake with a little gem, and that makes a super cute snowman card. I love them. 2 more cards from Monica. Here we have a craft cardstock base, as you can see here. Again, she's added her little stamp on the back, and she has taken a white sheet of cardstock. She has run it through an embossing folder that has a tiny little dots. There it is. You can see it right there. And then she has 3 die cut trees from, again, that same kind of, it almost feels like handmade paper out of the green paper. 3 little trees. And on this one, she has done a little bit of gold, like tinsel going around the tree. And here she did it in silver. So it's a metallic pen that she has run around there and left 2 trees blank. So beautiful and so elegant. 2 more from Monica. Again on a craft card, and she's done the same stamps as before. Then we have this beautiful pattern paper, which is the teal with the gold kind of lattice work on there. Then she has punched out 3 circles out of varying pattern paper, and as you can tell, she's got different pattern paper happening. Okay, so here she's taking a gold pen, and then she took that same glossy accents and went over that to make it look like it's a piece of twine coming down. So that way you don't have to fiddle with little pieces of ribbon and stuff. On top of her circles that she has glued down, she's added little branches, and here she's done them in gold, sometimes they're in green, sometimes they're in silver, and then a little gem in the top that mismatches, that doesn't match with the card. So here we have a purple with a green, a blue with a purple, and an orange with a gold. So they all just kind of, and here's a different color. So a really great way of kind of mismatching and making all of the cards a little bit fun and different, and using some of that pattern paper, which is great. Last one from Monique. These are so gorgeous. This is a white cardstock paper as the base card. Then we have this hot pink color, and then we have a white on top of that. So she's got layers. I was trying to get the white to pick up, but it doesn't want to. She has embossed it with this beautiful snowflake pattern, but my camera doesn't want to pick up the embossing, but it's this white pattern along here that has got the embossing. It's so gorgeous. Then on top of that, we have a little window frame, which is a die cut. And then behind that, she's put a pattern paper, which is this navy blue that looks like snowflakes falling. It's so gorgeous. And then she has a die cut scene, which looks like a little town. So if you can see, it's the same. It looks like she had one long one and she cut them in sections and just used a port of it to be behind the window. So it looks like you're inside the house looking out. And then we have a couple of those little sprigs of like the little kind of branches, the tree branches, but she did them in white. And then she's added a little red gem down here in the center to kind of hold in the tree branches. So gorgeous. This next card's from Corinne. They're absolutely gorgeous. She made a whole bunch of these. Here we have a white cardstock base that is opening up vertically. I love it. So just a little something different. I think those are so cool. There is a red mat filling up the entire space of the card. And on top of that, we have this pattern paper that says joy and it has all the dots, of which she has made. So she has added in all these stamps. She's added it in the joy and she's also stamped in all of these colors and also added it in the white stamps. So it's just plain old green cardstock that then she stamped to create a background paper. That is so fun. She made a whole bunch of these too. On top of that, we have a die cut and it's been popped up with black and then matte on top. It's a really cool little label and it says "'Tis the Season." Here we have another pair of cards from Corinne. These are absolutely gorgeous. We have a vertically opening card, as you can see here. And what she has done, oh, she has even got a stamp in here, wishing you all the hope and wonder and joy that season can bring. Beautiful. And on the back side, she has stamped all of hers handmade by Corinne. I love it. So on the front side, we have a pattern paper. Here we have, it looks like a little bit of like some holly, like some, I don't know, it's greenery with little berries. It's kind of holly, but not because they're rounded. And then here we have a striped pattern paper. She has popped up this sentiment. She is like, it looks like she's taken a shading of green of white paper and then done like some green, like distress blending, stamped joy on it. And here we have love and joy in white. This one's been popped up. This one has not. And then she's added a little bit of fun sequins or some gems over here. They're like flat sequins, but without the hole in them. I think those are so gorgeous. I need to get myself. Then she has taken a stamp and die set. So it's the same flowers you can see here, but they're two separate flowers that she has layered on top. She has stamped them and then watercolored them. She stamped it in red, and here she stamped it in a little bit of a darker color and then watercolored it. And then we also have all the beautiful leaves that have again been stamped in watercolor, and some have been popped up, some have been laid down, but she's kept kind of the same feel of them. She just changed out this little piece, and they're so gorgeous. I love them. Same cards from Corinne again. She has again taken that same stamp we saw in the last one, but this time she's used it to make a background paper. The background that we have on all of the cards is a little bit different. We have a craft, we have a green, we have a pattern paper, and we have another green. And so you open it up and she has put a little stamp, wishing you love and joy this holiday season. Now, some of the cards she started off as white. See, same stamp, but she's just matted it with a pattern paper on the outside. So here you can see it's the same concept. She just added that pattern paper. And very simple and easy. On top of that, she has added another layer of a background that she has created. So it's that same stamp, and she either stamped it in red, she stamped it in gold, she stamped it here, it's in gold again, and then also in red, and then watercolored in there with various colors of reds and also with, you know, we have lighter reds, we have darker reds, we have a little bit of pinkies and peaches happening there. It is so pretty. We have a few leaves happening. Sometimes we have little dots. Here we have bigger dots and swirls. Sometimes she's gone in with a little bit of pen and added it to there. So lots of funness that she has added in here. Sometimes she's added sequins, but the concept is the same. She's created the background paper using watercolor and stamps. And what she's done is she's taken some cardstock, layered it up a few times, and then die cut it out, or die cut out a whole bunch of them and then layered them up and glued them. And I'm not sure if she glued them first and die cut them, or die cut them and then glued them, but it gives it that feel of having chipboard. Sometimes they're in black, and this one she did in green. The words change too. Here we have the word merry, here we have the word merry and bright, and here we have the word joy. So pretty. Another one for Corinne. So again, very similar process to before. It's the same kind of idea, but this time she's taken a pattern paper. Instead of doing an entire background mat, she's just done a little strip of the stamp, again with the gold, watercoloring it in. And then she took a gold sheet of paper and did the same thing. Here we have the joy of the really thick layered paper to look like chipboard, and added some more of her gems, and like they're the flat sequins in there, and they look so pretty. Another set of cards from Corinne. Again, same concept of the watercoloring. Here we have some cards that open up sideways. Again, the stamp on the inside. And here we also have a couple that open this way. So she just kind of changed up a little bit. Oh, and we have a different stamp, a bigger stamp, wishing you all the joy of the season. So for 2 of the cards, she's used a pattern paper on the front, which is the stripes. This time we went vertical, and this time we went horizontal with it. For this card, she has layered white paper that she has embossed in this beautiful embossing. Let's see if I can get this shows on camera. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? And she just left it white. For all the cards, she has done the stamp of the poinsettia flower, watercolored it in, and this time she's left the stamp color be kind of a red tone and then watercolored in with a very similar red tone. Pop that up and then add the leaves again that are stamped and watercolored in there, and then die cut obviously as well. Some are popped up and some are flat. And then she has added in the word again that she has made it look like it's a chipboard, I think, by layering up paper. Here we have believe, merry and bright, believe, and she's got a little tag here that says Christmas, and then some more of those beautiful gems. This next batch of cards came from Dawn Ray, and unfortunately, because of the glare of the paper, you can see my camera. Now you can see me. So unfortunately, you're going to have to kind of look past it because it's acting as a mirror. So it is a beautiful mirrored card. So I will do my best to try and show you. We have a white cardstock base. On the inside, she has added a circle out of that mirror. And then on top of that, she has added that beautiful snowflake. And the snowflake, and the mirror is obviously in blue, and the snowflake is out of a glitter paper. It's so pretty. She has cut a circle out of the front of the card, as you can see right here. So when you close the card, you can see a little snowflake up here. So as you can tell from the front, you can also see there's a matte of this mirror finish, and she has got a circle. So you can see that little bit of a white. So right there, you can see that white. So this front circle she cut out is the circle that she placed inside. So it fits beautifully. And then on the front side, she's added some snowflakes. We have 2 in the corner, 1 on the side. But sometimes the snowflakes have changed up a little bit, which I think is kind of fun. So she probably had a whole die cut system and just used up the little pieces to add embellishments. And then we have the winter wishes. Also in all the snowflakes, winter wishes, everything is in that beautiful white glittery paper. So pretty. This next batch is from Kiva Joel Benjamin. They're so cute. I love it. And she even has a little stamp on the back and says Scrappin' Diva Design. So cute. And she's got different stamps that go on the back of her cards. I think they're so cool. All right, for this card, we obviously have a green base and she's added a white insert. Here we have a red base with a white insert. Very similar concept to this card. So since it's a red card, she has added a white, and since this is green, also white, beautifully, perfectly cut die cut piece, like an overlay on top, and it's just out of white cardstock, but it's beautiful. I love this die cut piece, very geometric and all that. Here we have a happy holidays just out of some very thick, either chipboard that she's painted or it's already a sticker. And here she's stamped Merry Christmas on white cardstock in black with a little bit of a gold mat that she's popped up, and then randomly throughout the cards she's added pretty little gems. Those are so smart. Here we have a couple of really cute cards. She only made a pair of these. We have a red and a green, and then on top of that, she's added a pattern paper. It's the gingham in the red or the green that matches, and still she has a little insert on the inside. Then we have a circle that's been die cut with a little bit of stitching going around it, and then she's added a flamingo. This one's in green and this one's red, so she's flipped the colors, added a few fun gems in red, and these ones are sequins in green, and then a little stamp in the corner that says Happy Holidays on white and popped it up in the corner. And I love that it's just a play on like a flamingo, because not everybody has Christmas where it's cold. So I think that's awesome. All right, here we have a pair of cards also from Kiva. Very simplistic, but so gorgeous. I love the simplicity of them. Red cardstock base. Here we have a white cardstock base. On top of that, we have a green, and it's that Houndstooth kind of pattern paper. And here we have a black that she has embossed, which is just a very, looks like a quilting pattern. Very, very cool. And then on top of that, she's added joy. So she's got these chipboard letters, or they're either die, I think they're die cut. They're die cut letters, and they have J-O-Y. For this one, she used a traditional O, and they're out of a red glossy kind of paper, and she's added a little bow in there for the O. For this one, instead of the traditional O, she has die cut out an ornament out of the same paper and then add a little loop up there in green just to kind of give it a little bit of something fun. So gorgeous. Another set of cards from Kiva. These are so great. We have craft paper, and on the inside, she's added 2 layers of pattern paper, and on top of that, a rectangular with a stitched edge. It says, wishing you the merriest of Christmases. And then in here, we have the same concept but she's done a pattern paper, no white edge, because she could stamp on this and you could see it, but it's still got a kind of the red vibe, which is on the front side. So then on both of these, she has added, here we have a blue shimmery paper, kind of glittery. Here we've got a red cardstock, but she cut it into the rectangle that's got the stitched edge. This one, because the outside glitter paper did not have a stitched edge, the inside piece does have a stitched edge, and she has stamped and embossed it. This is a heat emboss, and it says Merry Christmas in blue, and then added some sequins. Over here, because she did the stitched edge on the red, which is the outside layer, the inside layer she did not. It's on a pattern paper that has already all these little dots that look like it's snow falling. And she has stamped and heat embossed in red the same Merry Christmas stamp, and then added a few extra little sequins in white. Here is another one from Kiva. I love it. She's done so many different kinds. White cardstock, and then on front of that we have a red kind of a glossy paper that she has embossed. And you can see all those little rings, so pretty. And then she's just added a little die cut in gold Merry Christmas, and then a whole bunch of little gems that go right in the center of the circle of the embossing background. So pretty. And our last one from Kiva, here we have a white cardstock base, the same as normal. On the front of that we have a red cardstock. This is a flat, just matte paper that she's done it in a brick. You can really see that brick. So it looks like it's the edge of a house. We have the window, which is a beautiful windowsill die cut piece. We have all little die cut pieces that look like they're kind of like pine needles or something with a little bow, and that's a paper bow. So that is a die cut that she has then folded up to make it look like a bow. It's a special die that's got a little gem in the middle. And on the inside seam, because you're on the inside of the house looking out, we have a stamped and colored in image of the outside where it's snowing with the pine trees, and she's got the blue sky and the snow on the ground, and it's so pretty. I love it. This next batch is from Jennifer Domer, and she is in a whole bunch of cards. There's quilling. So the main theme for all of these cards is the quilling element. And what she has done is she just has a plain cardstock. So the color of the cardstock on the background has changed. Sometimes we have this beautiful teal, we have light blue, she did a gray, we have a white, we have a navy blue, and then she's got a matte on the background to make the white quilling papers really pop. Sometimes she did the quilling where it's a single snowflake, but the shape of the snowflake definitely could have changed. Sometimes she did two small snowflakes, and sometimes she has a large and a small, and then she's got a little bit of extra quilling going on the sides. These are so gorgeous. I absolutely love this. It's a way of kind of incorporating two different things, your love of quilling and also putting it on a card, and they're amazing. All right, I had to put all of these in here from Jennifer Domer. It's the same concept for every single one of these cards. She has a solid color background with a matte on the front. So the card, the background could definitely have changed. We have brown, we have red, we have green, we have white, we have cream, and then she's got a matte, so it's white. I mean, the colors of the matte. So she has solid color cardstocks and then matted them up. But then what she's done is she's made a little peekaboo. So she has glued her cross stitch. She has made every single one of these. I think these are two similar cross stitches, but she did them differently. This is a similar cross stitch to that, but this one's in a stocking and this reindeer is on a present. I mean, but they're all different. So this is a great way if you love doing cross stitch, you want to do small, oh, here's a little snowman. It looks very similar. You want to do a cross stitch, but you want to do something a little bit different with it. Put it on a card. I think it's absolutely amazing. And these are hand done and so gorgeous. I love it. And so then she's added a mat, but she's added like a little frame window. So to the back matte paper, she has glued her cross stitch, and then she's done another layer on top so that the cross stitch is peekabooing. For these two, she cut out a pattern. So the peekaboo paper that she's done here, this one looks like a mitt and this one looks like a stocking, and they're just so adorable. I mean, there's a doggy, there's a penguin, there's Santa Claus, there's another snowman, a different snowman, we have reindeer. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. I love them. This next patch is from Rachel McGinty. They're so cute. Here we have a white cardstock base. Opens up vertically. There we go. She's got her little stamp on the back. I love it. And then she's added a pattern paper that says Merry Christmas. I think she's Merry Christmas and maybe a Happy New Year. It's hard to tell because it's kind of cut off, but it's a pattern paper. And then she's added a strip over top of that that is this black and red plaid. It's so gorgeous. We have a deer's head in the gold. It's been popped up a tiny bit. And here we have a Merry Christmas on a banner that has been stamped, die cut out, and then popped up on top of that. And they're so fun. I love these. This next card is one that I made, and my daughter made one exactly like this, but in pink, and she already gave it to her grandma for her Christmas card, so I don't have it to show you guys. It's a white cardstock base. Top of that, we have a sapphire Renea foiled paper. She did hers in pink. And then I did the white sheet. We embossed, and it's got these little stars on it. There, now you can see it. It's really cool. And then we did another layer of the Rainier foil paper with white paper on top. Pop that up, add a layer of stickles going all around with a pretty ornament die, also out of the foil paper, and then a little bow on top. So, oh my goodness, take a look at all these amazing cards. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining into my card swap. It has been amazing for you to be part of this, and I am just so inspired by all the work that you've done. If you would like to be part of my card swaps, check out the link below. We will be having another one at the beginning of the new year, so don't be fret. You can definitely join us, and check out all the other videos of all the other card swaps, especially the Christmas cards that we have, and there still is another couple videos to go this year of the Christmas swaps. So thanks, everybody, for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button for further videos coming your way, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.